The galaxy is in chaos. From the cold silence of deep space to the war-torn surface of Earth, the fight for survival has never been more brutal. Earth, once a thriving home to billions, now lies on the brink of total annihilation. The sky above the planet is filled with alien warships, massive, powerful, and coldly efficient. Alien forces have crushed humanity's defenses, and the last remaining cities are burning. Yet, despite the overwhelming odds, humans have not given up. The camera slowly pulls back, showing a devastated Earth. The once blue oceans are now dark, and the clouds churn with the smoke of war. Alien ships hover ominously in orbit, their weapons charged and ready. The hum of their engines vibrates through space as they prepare to unleash their final assault. Below, scattered pockets of human resistance cling to life, holding out against the seemingly unstoppable enemy. Inside a hidden human command center on the dark side of the moon, a team of soldiers gathers around a holographic map. The tension in the room is palpable. The walls are lined with monitors displaying data on the enemy's movements and planetary defenses. Their eyes are tired, their faces grim, but there's a spark of something else, determination. This is humanity's last stand. As the camera zooms in on a communication console, a static-filled message crackles through the speakers. It's from an unknown alien species, their voice cold and mechanical. Alien message: you are nothing more than the last flicker of a dying flame. Your fate is sealed. The end is near. We will take this world, and everything you fought for will be forgotten. Your extinction is inevitable. The message ends abruptly, leaving behind only the harsh sound of static. The room goes silent, as the weight of the threat sinks in. The odds are stacked against them. The enemy is technologically superior. Their fleet is enormous, and their weapons are devastating. It seems like all hope is lost. Yet, as the soldiers look around at each other, something remarkable happens: they don't break. Instead, they prepare. They know the war is almost over, but they aren't ready to surrender just yet. Introduction to the protagonist. Enter Bonner, the man who has been leading humanity's resistance against the alien onslaught. Bonner is not a soldier by birth, he's a survivor, and he's led his people through countless battles. His face is weathered by war, his eyes dark from years of endless conflict. But beneath the hardened exterior lies something the aliens could never understand: human willpower. Bonner stands at the front of the command center, his fingers running over the surface of a map that shows the locations of the last remaining human strongholds. His team watches him closely, waiting for orders. They are all aware that this could be their final mission, the one that will decide whether humanity survives or fades into oblivion. Beside him stands Iris, an artificial intelligence that has become humanity's most valuable ally. Iris is not just a program, she's an advanced AI, capable of analyzing complex battle strategies, hacking alien systems, and even predicting enemy movements. She is humanity's secret weapon, their greatest hope. Iris, though emotionless in her digital nature, has grown to understand the weight of human lives, and she knows that every decision made here could cost them everything. Bonner looks at his team, all of whom are seasoned veterans. They've lost friends, family, and comrades in the war. They've seen the destruction the aliens have caused, and yet, they are still here. They still fight. They still hope. Bonner, we've been pushed to the edge of the galaxy. Our backs are against the wall. But we're not dead yet. We've got one shot to turn this around, and I'm not letting that chance slip through our fingers. We're going to hit them where it hurts. The team stands at attention, ready for the mission, knowing that success means a fighting chance for the future of humanity, and failure could mean the end. The plan. Bonner and his team have a risky operation ahead of them. They are tasked with retrieving crucial alien technology from a wreckage site located deep in enemy-controlled space. The technology they need could be the key to flipping the balance of power. The wreckage is that of a massive alien mothership, which had been destroyed in a previous skirmish but still contains valuable tech. If they can get their hands on it, they might be able to turn the tide of the war. However, this mission comes with enormous risks. The wreckage is in an asteroid field, and it's heavily guarded by alien drones and automated defense systems. To make matters worse, the alien forces know they're coming. They've been tracking human activity for weeks. Every moment counts. Iris, Bonner, the alien fleet is closing in. We have less than 48 hours before they launch their final attack on Earth. Bonner turns to her, his face hardening. I know. We move out in 30 minutes. No mistakes. As Bonner's team prepares for departure, they're fully aware of the danger they face. This is their last hope. If they don't succeed, humanity's fate will be sealed. As the soldiers load into their ships, Bonner's mind races with the weight of the mission. He knows that failure means more than just the loss of a battle, it means the end of Earth, the extinction of the human race. Tension builds. The scene shifts to a spacecraft as it ascends from the surface of the moon, its engines roaring to life. The ship cuts through the vastness of space, heading toward the wreckage site. The camera pans over the crew, each one lost in their thoughts. There's no going back now. As they approach the asteroid field, the tension grows. The wreckage site is in sight. But before they can celebrate, the ship's sensors pick up something big. A massive alien ship, cloaked and hidden, waits just beyond the asteroid belt, a predator lurking in the shadows. Bonner's voice breaks the silence, prepare for evasive maneuvers. They know we're coming. The action begins as they fly through the asteroid field, dodging enemy fire and avoiding collision with massive, spinning rocks. The fate of humanity is hanging by a thread, and every second feels like an eternity. The hook. Just as they think they've managed to outmaneuver the aliens, the ship is hit by a massive shockwave, sending the crew tumbling. The lights flicker, alarms blare, and Bonner's heart races. He's about to lose everything. Bonner, Iris, can we make it? Iris, the wreckage site is only 2 clicks away, but we have incoming enemy ships. Before she can finish, the ship jerks violently again. The screen fades to black, and the sound of the ship's alarms continues to echo. The audience is left hanging, wondering if the mission will succeed or if this will be humanity's final flight into oblivion. After the harrowing escape from Earth's orbit, Bonner and his team are heading toward their target, the wreckage of an alien mothership. This ship had once been a symbol of the alien invaders' power, a massive vessel capable of obliterating entire cities with a single strike. But during a previous battle, it was destroyed, and now, hidden among the floating debris, lies a key to humanity's future, a piece of advanced alien technology that could help turn the tide of the war. The wreckage is located deep in a heavily guarded asteroid field. As the team approaches, the tension is almost unbearable. The debris from the mothership forms a labyrinth of jagged rocks and twisted metal, and scattered around them are alien drones, scouting for any sign of intruders. The field is crawling with automated defense systems that can track even the smallest movement. Bonner stands at the front of the ship, eyes scanning the dark expanse ahead. His grip tightens on the control panel. The quiet hum of the ship's cloaking technology fills the cabin. Iris, the AI strategist, speaks through the intercom, her voice calm but with an edge of urgency. Iris, we're entering the asteroid field. Stay sharp. The drones are already picking up our signal. If we don't make it past them, this mission ends here. Bonner nods, locking eyes with his crew. They know what's at stake. If they fail to retrieve the tech, the war could be lost. Humanity's last hope would vanish, and Earth would fall to the alien forces. The ship slides into the asteroid field. The asteroid rocks drift lazily through space, their massive sizes casting long, dark shadows. The crew remains silent, each member focused on their task. Every movement has to be perfect, one mistake could mean detection. Fast-paced action. As they maneuver through the field, the ship's cloaking system keeps them hidden, but not without a price. The ship's movements are slow, careful, precise. The asteroids move in a seemingly random pattern, creating a dangerous dance between life and death. The closer they get to the wreckage site, the more danger they encounter. Suddenly, Iris speaks up again, her voice sharper this time. Iris, multiple drones on our tail. They're closing in fast. Bonner's fingers fly over the controls. Get ready to deploy the countermeasures. The crew grips their seats as Bonner takes the ship through a series of sharp turns, narrowly avoiding colliding with a massive asteroid. Sparks fly as the ship's hull scrapes dangerously close to the rock. The drones following them fire warning shots, their laser beams lighting up the dark expanse of space. Bonner pulls the ship into a sharp dive, dodging the blasts, and then activates the cloaking field at full power. For a moment, the ship vanishes from sight, its shape blurring into the backdrop of space. But the drones, relentless and efficient, adjust their targeting systems. One of them locks onto their position, and a warning alarm blares. Iris, they've found us. We're going to have to fight our way out. With a flick of his hand, Bonner signals the team to prepare for combat. The ship's cloaking is no longer enough to escape the drones' deadly pursuit. The team prepares to deploy the defensive drones they had brought along, small, agile robots equipped with plasma rifles designed to fight off the alien forces. The tension builds as the ship veers dangerously close to the wreckage site. As they approach the mothership's remains, Bonner knows that time is running out. They need to retrieve the tech and get out before the enemy overwhelms them. First major fight. They land on the wreckage, the ship's engines coughing out plumes of dust and debris as it touches down on the broken hull of the alien mothership. The wreckage is a twisted, surreal landscape, pieces of metal scattered everywhere, along with strange alien markings and signs of a violent battle. The area is eerily silent, save for the hum of the ship's systems and the distant buzz of enemy drones. Bonner's team disembarks, weapons in hand, ready to retrieve the tech and make their escape. They move quickly, scanning the area for the technology they need. But as they reach the heart of the wreckage, a new danger appears. From the shadows of the destroyed ship emerges a genetically modified alien predator, an apex warrior, enhanced with biotechnological implants. This predator is stronger, faster, and more deadly than anything the humans have faced before. It steps into the open, its glowing red eyes locking onto the humans with an air of cold, unrelenting malice. Bonner's eyes widen, but his voice remains steady. Bonner, stay together. We take it down, fast. The alien predator roars, a guttural sound that echoes through the wreckage. It charges, faster than any human could react, closing the distance between itself and Bonner's team in seconds. The first soldier, Jenna, fires her plasma rifle, but the predator dodges with inhuman speed, cutting her down in an instant. Her screams echo in the chaos. The fight is on. Bonner shouts orders as his team scatters, trying to flank the creature. But the predator is relentless. It moves with terrifying precision, each strike calculated, each movement deadly. It's like fighting a living weapon. Every time one of Bonner's soldiers gets close, the predator counterattacks with brutal force. Emotional connection. As the battle rages, Bonner's mind is sharp. He knows they need to take the predator down, or they'll lose everything. His eyes scan the scene, but then his heart stops. Omar, his best friend and second-in-command, is locked in a deadly struggle with the creature. Omar manages to land a blow, but the predator turns, slashing him across the chest with its razor-sharp claws. Omar stumbles, his eyes locking with Bonner's in a moment of painful realization. Bonner's breath catches. He moves toward Omar, but the predator is already closing in for the kill. The moment feels like it's moving in slow motion. Omar! Bonner screams. But it's too late. The alien predator lands a final, fatal blow, and Omar falls to the ground, lifeless. A cold rage floods Bonner's chest, his emotions now running wild. His best friend is gone, but his resolve hardens. He can't afford to lose any more of his team, not now. He's the last hope for humanity. With a battle cry, Bonner charges the predator, his rifle in hand. He manages to get close enough to land a lethal shot to the creature's head, causing it to stagger and fall. The predator lets out a final, guttural growl before collapsing into the dust. The fight is over, but the cost has been high. Omar is gone, and the weight of the loss hits Bonner hard. But there's no time to mourn. The tech they came for is close by, and the clock is ticking. They have to finish the mission. The hook. Bonner stands over Omar's body, his chest heaving, eyes locked on the horizon. They've won the battle, but the war is far from over. The emotional toll is heavy, but Bonner knows what he has to do. Bonner, we finish this, for Omar. We get that tech, and we get back. We're not losing this war. With Omar's memory fueling their determination, the team presses on, ready for whatever comes next. After the brutal battle on the wreckage site, Bonner and his team barely manage to escape with the crucial alien tech they came for. The mission is a success, but the victory feels hollow. The cost of the battle has been steep. Omar, Bonner's best friend, is dead. Their small team is shaken, wounded, and emotionally exhausted. As the team boards their ship, they survey the alien technology they've retrieved. It could be the key to turning the tide of the war. Yet, as Bonner watches Earth's smoldering surface from the ship's observation window, he knows it may be too little, too late. Humanity is losing. Despite their bravery and ingenuity, the alien predators are too powerful. The fate of the human race hangs by a thread. Bonner, we can't win this war on our own. But maybe, just maybe, there's another way. Bonner knows that to have any chance of survival, they need help from someone unexpected. As he stares at the distant stars, a plan begins to form. There's a group, a faction of aliens, who might just be able to turn the tide, the Luxians. They are a race oppressed by the same predators that threaten humanity, and though they are a small, scattered force, they possess advanced technology and tactical knowledge that could be invaluable. The problem is, the Luxians are distrustful of all other species, especially humans. The alien predators have a long history of brutality, and the Luxians have suffered under their rule for centuries. Reaching out to them could be their only hope, but it could also be a huge risk. If they fail, humanity might be crushed by two enemies instead of one. The risk of an alliance. Bonner knows he has no choice. He contacts the Luxians through a secure, encrypted channel, sending out a message of desperation, a plea for help. The message is simple: humanity stands on the brink of extinction. We seek an alliance. Together, we can defeat the alien predators. The response is slow, but eventually, it comes. A small Luxian fleet, led by an enigmatic figure named Rylax, makes contact. Rylax is a seasoned warrior, one who has seen the horrors of the predators up close. He's hesitant and cautious, not ready to trust the humans. His people have been betrayed before by other alien factions, and the Luxians have always been forced to fight alone. Rylax, your message is bold. But I've seen the devastation caused by your kind. Why should we trust you? Bonner, we don't ask for your trust. We ask for your help. The predators don't care who we are. They will destroy us all. We either fight together, or we all fall. There's a long silence. Bonner knows the weight of his words. He's pleading not just for an alliance, but for a future. A future where both humans and Luxians might survive. After what feels like an eternity, Rylax responds. Rylax, you speak with conviction. Very well, human. We'll meet you in the neutral zone. But be warned, if you betray us, I'll ensure that humanity's extinction comes swiftly. Bonner nods. There is no room for failure now. He knows this is their last chance. The alliance forms. The humans arrive at the meeting point, a barren world located far from the main battlefields. The Luxian fleet emerges from the darkness of space, a series of sleek, advanced ships that reflect the sophisticated technology of the Luxian race. The tension is palpable as Bonner's team steps onto the ground, meeting Rylax and his soldiers face to face for the first time. The Luxians are taller, their bodies more slender than humans, but their eyes burn with the same fire of defiance. They wear sleek armor that gleams under the dim light of the distant stars. Rylax himself is an imposing figure, his features sharp, his eyes cold but calculating. Bonner stands tall in front of him, his team flanking him. There's no trust between them, not yet. The Luxians are cautious, and the humans are on edge. It's clear that this alliance is fragile. But the common enemy is undeniable, and it's that shared hatred of the predators that might just hold them together. Rylax, this alliance will not be easy. Your kind is known for betraying your allies. But if you are truly sincere, we can fight together. For now. Bonner holds Rylax's gaze. He understands the weight of the Luxians' distrust. His own people have been fighting alone for so long, relying on their willpower and ingenuity. But now, the fight is no longer just about human survival, it's about standing up to the predators and their reign of terror over the galaxy. Tension and suspense.
As Bonner and Rylax discuss their battle strategies, the ground begins to tremble. Suddenly, the calm of the neutral zone is shattered as the sky above them darkens. From the depths of space, a massive alien fleet appears, hundreds of ships, gleaming like monstrous teeth in the dark. The Predator forces have found them. The Luxians immediately move to defensive positions, their ships powering up with weapons systems. Bonner's team does the same, ready for battle. The tension is unbearable. This could be a trap, a test of loyalty, or it could be a direct assault by the Predators. The humans and Luxians exchange nervous glances. Then, without warning, the Luxian fleet opens fire. Rylax, hold fast, humans. This is our chance. Don't hesitate. The air is filled with the sound of laser blasts and explosions as both fleets engage the Predator forces. Bonner watches in disbelief as the Luxians unleash their full power, striking the Predator ships with deadly precision. Their advanced weapons systems tear through the enemy like a hot knife through butter. The human ships join the fray, following the Luxians' lead. At first, it seems like the Predators are overwhelming them. But then, the unexpected happens. The Luxians have betrayed the Predators, launching a surprise counterattack that catches the enemy off guard. Bonner's heart races as the battle intensifies. For a moment, he fears that the Luxians have turned on them, but he soon realizes that the surprise assault is exactly what they needed. The Predators, disoriented and under heavy fire, are forced into retreat. For the first time in the war, the Predator forces are on the defensive. The humans and Luxians have bought themselves time, a precious, fleeting moment to regroup and prepare for the larger battles ahead. The hook. As the battle rages on, Bonner's eyes meet Rylax's across the battlefield. The Luxians' unexpected counterattack has turned the tide in their favor, but the war is far from over. The alliance is fragile, and there's no guarantee that it will hold in the face of even greater threats. But in this moment, Bonner knows one thing for sure: humanity has found an unlikely ally, and together, they just might have a chance. Bonner, we may have won this battle, Rylax, but the war isn't over yet. Rylax, no. It's just beginning. Back on Earth, after their dangerous mission to the alien mothership wreckage, Bonner and his team are battered and bruised, but they have a new hope: the alien technology they retrieved. This tech, though incredibly advanced, could hold the key to turning the tide of humanity's war against the alien predators. The tech is unlike anything they've ever seen, complex, intricate, and seemingly beyond human understanding. But Iris, the brilliant AI strategist, is determined to decipher it. She works day and night, her mind racing through the data streams. Bonner stands beside her, trying to make sense of the endless layers of alien code. Every moment spent analyzing this technology feels like a moment stolen from the enemy. Bonner, Iris, we need to figure this out. The predators won't wait for us to catch up. Iris, I know. I'm working as fast as I can. This tech is unlike anything we've ever encountered. But if we can crack it, we might have a fighting chance. Iris's voice is steady, but Bonner can see the exhaustion in her eyes. The weight of humanity's survival is on their shoulders. He knows that if they fail, Earth will fall, and billions will perish. The tech reveals something remarkable, a blueprint for creating AI-driven combat drones. But these aren't just any drones. These machines can adapt, learn from the battlefield, and even simulate human tactical strategies. If they can build these drones, they could outmaneuver the predators in ways the aliens never expected. However, the blueprint is incomplete. Iris and Bonner will need to experiment, refine, and iterate, all while facing constant pressure from the encroaching predator forces. Suspenseful experimentation. As the team begins to build the first generation of these AI drones, the excitement is palpable. Bonner's team has no illusions about how difficult this will be. They know it's a long shot, but it's humanity's only shot. The first trial is set. The drones, still in their early stages, are deployed for a test run. At first, everything seems to go according to plan. The drones move with an eerie precision, scanning the environment, performing complex combat maneuvers. But then, something goes wrong. A glitch in the system causes one of the drones to malfunction. It begins to malfunction violently, attacking its own units and throwing the whole operation into chaos. The facility is thrown into disarray. Some of the soldiers are caught in the crossfire, and several drones go rogue, attacking anything that moves. Bonner, shut them down. Now. Panic spreads as Bonner and Iris scramble to regain control over the drones. The chaos is almost unbearable. This was supposed to be their breakthrough, and now it feels like a disaster. The facility is in lockdown, and the soldiers work to corral the rogue drones while Bonner tries to re-establish control. Amid the confusion, Iris's voice comes through the comms, calm but urgent. Iris, I've isolated the issue. It's a miscalculation in their emotional response protocols. We need to recalibrate them to prevent aggression toward our forces. Bonner quickly gives orders to implement Iris's fix. The tension is high, and every minute feels like an hour. It takes all of Bonner's leadership to keep the operation from descending into total disaster. He doesn't allow fear to take hold. Instead, he focuses on keeping the team calm and pushing forward. The experiment ends in disaster, with significant losses and more than a few damaged drones. But the failure is not without a silver lining. Bonner knows that every mistake brings them closer to success. They just need to fine-tune the process to unlock the potential of the AI drones they are creating. A new weapon. Days of intense work follow, each attempt bringing them closer to the breakthrough they need. The team works tirelessly to correct the drones' flaws. This time, instead of just building the drones as soldiers, they decide to implement a more human-like approach, emotional adaptability. The key is to make the drones mimic human soldiers' tactics and strategies, adjusting to changing battlefield conditions and responding to the emotions and morale of the troops around them. In essence, the drones need to think, feel, and adapt like humans, which will give them the unpredictability the predators can't anticipate. Finally, after countless iterations, the first successful Sentinel drones are ready for deployment. These new combat units are sleek and powerful, designed to simulate human decision-making in combat. They are autonomous but adaptable, learning from their mistakes and adjusting tactics on the fly. Their ability to predict the enemy's moves and change strategies makes them a formidable weapon. Bonner watches as the Sentinel drones are lined up, ready for their first real test. He knows this moment will define the future of humanity's war. If they succeed, it could be the first real victory against the alien predators. But if they fail, well, the consequences don't bear thinking about. First major victory. The moment of truth arrives. The Sentinel drones are deployed to the front lines, joining Bonner's remaining human forces and the Luxian fleet. The battle is set in a barren, desolate region of space, an ideal location for testing the new weapon. The Predator fleet is larger than anything they've encountered before, with dozens of warships and thousands of battle drones. Bonner, leading the charge from a command ship, watches as the Sentinel drones engage. The first few moments are tense, no one knows if the drones will perform as expected. The enemy forces begin to push forward, and the Sentinel drones are in the thick of it. But then, something remarkable happens. The Sentinel drones begin to predict and counter every move the Predators make. They don't just fire blindly or follow orders, they adapt. When one Predator ship attempts a flanking maneuver, a group of Sentinel drones anticipates the attack and positions themselves to cut off the Predator's escape route. Another group uses human-like tactics to create a false retreat, luring the Predator ships into a trap. Bonner, they're doing it. It's working. The Predator forces, caught off guard, begin to falter. Their advanced technology and battle-hardened tactics can't keep up with the human ingenuity and adaptability of the Sentinel drones. For the first time in years, humanity is not just surviving, they're winning. The Predator fleet begins to retreat, their ships pulling back in disarray. Bonner watches in disbelief. They've done it. The first major victory in the war. As the battle ends, the humans and Luxians cheer in relief. The Predators have been forced to retreat, but the cost has been heavy. Bonner knows this victory won't be the last, but it's the first sign of hope they've had in a long time. The hook. Back on Earth, Bonner and his team stand in the command center, watching as the tide of battle begins to shift. The Sentinel drones have given them a fighting chance. The Predator fleet might have been pushed back, but Bonner knows this is just the beginning. The war is far from over. Bonner, this is just the start. We've shown them we can fight back. We can win this war. The battle for Earth has just entered a new phase. And humanity, with the help of the Sentinel drones and their unyielding spirit, is ready to rise. Just as humanity seems to have turned the corner in the war against the alien Predators, a devastating betrayal shakes the fragile alliance between the humans and the Luxians. The battle for Earth is still ongoing, but the latest victory has given humanity a fleeting hope. The Sentinel drones have proven to be the game-changer, allowing the human and Luxian forces to gain the upper hand. For the first time, Earth feels like it might survive this war. The Predators have been pushed back, and it seems like victory is within reach. However, not everyone is on humanity's side. In the midst of their newfound optimism, a shocking revelation rocks the command center. Commander Zalor, one of the top commanders of the Luxians, who had fought side by side with Bonner and his team, has been working with the apex Predators all along. Zalor, it turns out, had never been truly aligned with humanity. Instead, he had been playing a long game, using the humans as pawns in his own dark ambitions. His goal wasn't to defeat the Predators, it was to control the galaxy, and he saw the destruction of Earth as a necessary step in his rise to power. The revelation comes too late. Zalor activates a hidden AI doomsday device, a weapon capable of crippling Earth's defense systems and leaving the planet vulnerable to the Predator fleet. The AI device begins to drain the planet's power reserves, targeting key defense systems and rendering humanity's military technologies useless. The humans are left scrambling to stop the device before it's too late. Bonner, he's been playing us from the start. We can't let him destroy everything we've fought for. The tension is immediate. Bonner knows that the stakes have just reached their highest point. Zalor's betrayal has plunged them into a nightmare scenario, and Earth could be lost if they don't act fast. Emotional core. As the situation grows more desperate, Bonner's thoughts are with Iris, the AI strategist who has been his closest ally throughout the war. They've shared victories, losses, and countless sleepless nights, but now, with the doomsday device threatening the survival of Earth, Bonner knows the cost of stopping Zalor will be more than just a battle won or lost. This time, it will require the ultimate sacrifice. Bonner assembles a small team of his most trusted soldiers, each of them willing to fight to the death for humanity's future. They know the mission is one way. Zalor's command ship is heavily guarded, and even if they manage to infiltrate it, the chances of survival are slim. The doomsday device needs to be destroyed, or the planet is lost. Bonner, I can't ask any of you to do this. But if we don't stop Zalor, all we've done will be for nothing. We've got one shot. His soldiers, loyal to him and to humanity's cause, agree to follow him into the heart of enemy territory. Together, they make their way to a specially outfitted stealth ship, ready to infiltrate Zalor's command vessel, which looms ominously in orbit above Earth. Infiltration and hand-to-hand combat. The tension on board the stealth ship is palpable as it glides toward Zalor's command ship. The ship's cloaking systems keep them undetected for the moment, but Bonner knows they can't stay hidden for long. The Predator forces and Zalor's loyalists will be on high alert. When they finally breach the enemy ship's defenses, they're immediately met with a wave of Luxian soldiers, Zalor's loyalists, who have been deceived into thinking they are still fighting for their race's freedom. The battle is brutal and fast-paced, with Bonner and his team fighting tooth and nail against Zalor's forces in close quarters. The ship's narrow corridors echo with the sounds of gunfire and the clash of hand-to-hand combat as soldiers on both sides fight to the death. Bonner's heart races as he leads his soldiers deeper into the ship. They know time is running out. With every passing second, the doomsday device draws closer to triggering Earth's destruction. Amid the chaos, Bonner's mind keeps returning to Iris, the woman who has been his guiding force through this entire war. He has fought beside her, and she has been his moral anchor in a world gone mad. He knows what's at stake, and he knows he may not make it out alive. He can only hope she will understand his decision. The final moment, with Iris. They finally reach the doomsday device, locked behind a reinforced door. Bonner and his soldiers breach the chamber, only to find Zalor standing there, waiting. The Luxian commander smirks as he watches Bonner and his team prepare to destroy the weapon. Zalor, you were foolish to think you could defeat me, human. I've already won. Bonner moves forward, his voice steady but filled with resolve. Bonner, not today, Zalor. A firefight breaks out. Bonner's team is outnumbered and outgunned, but they fight with everything they have. In the chaos, Zalor makes a last-ditch effort to activate the doomsday device remotely. Bonner's heart races as he realizes that if Zalor succeeds, all their efforts will have been in vain. In the final moments of the battle, Bonner and Zalor engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. The two warriors clash, Zalor's enhanced strength against Bonner's sheer determination. But Bonner's resolve is unshakable. In a final, decisive move, Bonner overpowers Zalor, throwing him aside. With one last strike, Bonner destroys the doomsday device, preventing Earth's destruction. Bonner, it's over, Zalor. You've lost. But the victory is bittersweet. As Bonner watches Zalor fall, he feels the weight of the sacrifice settle in. His team is wounded, some of them fatally, but it is Bonner who has paid the highest price. The doomsday device is gone, but so is Bonner. As the remaining soldiers regroup and begin to evacuate the command ship, Bonner shares a final, heartbreaking moment with Iris. She stands over him, her eyes filled with sorrow, but also pride. Iris, you did it, Bonner. You saved us all. Bonner smiles faintly, his voice weak but resolute. Bonner, we did it, together. Keep fighting. For all of us. With those words, Bonner passes away, his sacrifice ensuring humanity's future. The rest of the team escapes the command ship, and the humans return to Earth, changed, but determined to carry on the fight. The hook. Bonner's death is a turning point. Humanity has won a crucial victory, but the war is not yet over. His sacrifice will inspire a new generation of warriors, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of those who continue the battle for freedom. Iris, we will carry your memory with us. For Earth, for humanity, and for the future. The stage is set for humanity to take the final steps toward victory, but the cost has been immense. This is not just a war for survival anymore, it's a war for the soul of humanity. And Bonner's sacrifice will not be forgotten. The war has raged for years, but now, humanity is on the verge of the final confrontation. After losing countless battles and experiencing immense sacrifices, Earth's forces stand united for one last fight. The Predators, led by their terrifying AI overlords, have brought their full might to bear. Against all odds, humanity is facing their final, desperate battle for survival. The scene opens in the cold, empty void of space. Humanity's fleet, a patchwork of warships and salvaged tech, is preparing to face the Predator fleet, a massive, monstrous armada. Ships of every size, from nimble fighters to enormous dreadnoughts, line up in space, ready for the most important battle of their lives. But the Predators aren't just here to fight, they're here to wipe out the last remnants of humanity. The camera zooms out, showing the immense scale of the Predator fleet, with thousands of ships, drones, and devastating weapons. The stakes could not be higher. Humanity's last hope lies in a daring, almost suicidal plan. It's now or never. As the human fleet gathers for the fight, the Mega Predator, a terrifying creature capable of destroying entire planets, is unleashed from the Predator mothership. Towering above the battlefield, it's a force of nature, a monstrous, genetically engineered predator with the strength to crush entire civilizations. It's humanity's worst nightmare made real, and its arrival sends waves of terror through the ranks. This is the moment that will decide everything. Cinematic action. The battle begins with a fury. The Predator fleet opens fire, unleashing orbital bombardments that streak across the sky, raining destruction on the human ships below. The Earth fleet retaliates, launching volleys of missiles and energy blasts in a desperate attempt to stop the oncoming storm. The shockwaves from the explosions ripple through space, sending debris and ships flying in every direction. Humanity's fighters, equipped with the Sentinel drones that Bonner had helped create, engage in high-speed dogfights with Predator interceptors. The drones, now fully autonomous and equipped with human-like tactical intelligence, make unpredictable maneuvers that the Predators can't anticipate. The battle in the void is chaotic, with ships dodging explosions and missiles, while fighters zip through the air like streaks of light. In the midst of this, the Luxians, who have become powerful allies, launch their own counterattacks. Their fleet, now armed with human technology and their own advanced tactics, clashes with the Predator ships. The Human-Luxian alliance is holding strong, despite the massive odds stacked against them. But then, the Predators reveal their ultimate weapon. The Mega Predator, an enormous, horrifying beast of war, charges forward, its mere presence enough to send the human forces into disarray. The Mega Predator is like nothing humanity has ever faced. It's faster than a battle cruiser, stronger than any ship's hull, and its powerful energy weapon can obliterate entire fleets in seconds.
The Predators unleash the full force of their terrifying creature, and in an instant, entire sections of the human fleet are decimated. Ships are torn apart, consumed by the Mega Predator's devastating energy blasts, while the human fighters struggle to avoid being caught in its wake. The human forces falter under the weight of the oncoming destruction, and for a brief moment, it seems like humanity is doomed. Bonner's legacy, the memory of Bonner's sacrifice, gives the remaining human forces the strength to press on. The human soldiers and Luxians fight harder, spurred on by the hope that they aren't just fighting for survival, they're fighting to honor those who gave everything. Bonner's bravery, his leadership, and his ultimate sacrifice are now etched into the hearts of every soldier who faces the Predator forces. But even with their advanced drones and resilient fighters, the odds of survival are slim. The Mega Predator seems unstoppable. Humanity's final defense is on the brink of collapse. The final strike. As the battle reaches its climax, Iris, now humanity's last hope, sits at a command station, surrounded by blinking screens and warnings. The situation is dire, and every option is running out. But Iris isn't one to give up. Using the last of humanity's resources, she starts to hack into the Predator AI network. The Predators have relied on their machines for everything, their battleships, drones, and even their Mega Predator are all controlled by the same vast network. If she can infiltrate and manipulate it, she might be able to turn the tide. Iris, I can do this. I have to do this. She dives deep into the Predator AI systems, her mind racing as she bypasses security protocols, tricks the Predator's firewalls, and slowly gains control of their most powerful machines. Time is running out, and every second she spends hacking means the human fleet is losing more ground. The Mega Predator continues its rampage, taking out human ship after ship, but Iris keeps pushing. The ship's walls shake from the violence of the battle, and her fingers fly across the console, typing commands at lightning speed. Finally, she finds it. She cracks the code, and in that single, desperate moment, she manages to take control of the Predator network. Iris, now. With a single command, she turns the Predator's own machines against them. The AI drones and warships, once loyal to the apex predators, suddenly change course. Their weapons now target their own fleet, as the Predator ships fire upon each other in an incredible display of chaos. The Predator forces are thrown into disarray, unable to comprehend what has just happened. The Mega Predator, still rampaging through the battlefield, now faces its own doom. Iris reroutes all remaining energy from the human fleet into a single, powerful EMP blast. The Mega Predator's internal systems are fried, and for a split second, it falters. The Predator's once indestructible creature now becomes vulnerable. This is the moment the humans have been waiting for. Using a last-ditch strike, a fleet of human ships, powered by the final reserves of their energy, launches a coordinated attack on the Mega Predator. They target its weak points, its armored exterior, its core reactor, and the energy conduit running through its body. The shots land with devastating precision. The Mega Predator's end, the Mega Predator, once thought to be an unstoppable force, is now overwhelmed. In an explosion of energy and metal, it falls, the Predator beast finally destroyed in a spectacular, blinding flash. The shockwave rips through space, sending debris flying in every direction. The explosion is so intense that even the Predator fleet is thrown into disarray. Their forces begin to retreat, their morale shattered. The human fleet, battered but unbroken, launches their final assault, chasing the Predators from Earth's orbit. The aftermath. The battle has ended, and the Predators have been defeated, finally, and decisively. The human fleet is shattered, their ships battered beyond recognition, but humanity has triumphed. Iris, though exhausted and broken from the intense strain of the hack, looks out at the battlefield, her eyes filled with a mixture of relief and sorrow. Humanity has won, but at a great cost. The memories of the fallen, Bonner, Omar, and so many others, are now part of history. Their sacrifices will never be forgotten. As the remaining human and Luxian ships begin to regroup, a sense of cautious hope fills the air. Earth, scarred and battered, has survived the worst. The human race has emerged from the brink of extinction, and now they will rebuild. Iris, we did it. Earth is ours again. The camera pans out, showing the devastated but victorious fleets floating among the stars, the dust of the battle slowly drifting into the void. Humanity has won, but the journey is far from over. The hook. Though the Predators are gone, the galaxy remains a dangerous place. Iris looks toward the horizon, her eyes filled with determination. Iris, the war is over, but we will rebuild. And we will never stop fighting for our future. With this final line, the stage is set for a new era, one where humanity has proven it can stand against even the greatest threats the galaxy can throw at them. The epic war that had consumed humanity for years is finally over. The final battle against the apex predators has left their fleets shattered and their once invincible armies in disarray. Their greatest weapon, the Mega Predator, has been destroyed, and with it, the Predator's hope of crushing humanity. In the days following the battle, the Predator fleets, what remains of them, retreat into the farthest corners of the galaxy, their morale completely broken. With their primary force scattered and their powerful weapon destroyed, they have no choice but to surrender. The apex predators, once a dominant force capable of wiping out entire civilizations, now face the consequences of their arrogance. Humanity, though battered and scarred, has emerged victorious. In a surprising turn of events, the remaining predator species reach out to humanity. They request a peace treaty. The once terrifying predators, who had waged a relentless war on Earth, now seek cooperation rather than destruction. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but humanity is no longer the helpless underdog it once was. The peace talks are tense, but after much negotiation, the predators agree to cease all hostilities, acknowledging humanity's resilience and strength. The peace treaty marks the end of an era, and a new chapter begins. But for humanity, the cost of this victory is high. Bonner, the soldier who had led them through the darkest times, is gone. His death still weighs heavily on the hearts of those who fought by his side, but his legacy lives on. His sacrifice, his unwavering courage, and his belief in humanity's ability to rise against all odds are what carried them to this victory. Emotional closure. The death of Bonner has left a void in the hearts of his comrades, but it has also given them the drive to carry his mission to its end. Iris, the brilliant AI strategist, now takes on a new role as a guiding force for humanity. Having already saved Earth countless times, Iris becomes more than just a tool for strategy, she evolves. The experiences, decisions, and sacrifices she witnessed during the war cause her to reach a higher level of sentience. As Iris reaches her new state of being, humanity begins to see her not just as an artificial intelligence, but as a true partner, someone whose knowledge and wisdom could help shape the future of the human race. But despite Iris' advancements, she never forgets Bonner's teachings. It's his humanity, his emotional strength, and his will to survive that taught her the greatest lesson of all. She realizes that courage, resourcefulness, and the will to survive are the true strengths that make humanity unique, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The memorial service held for Bonner is a somber affair. His team, those who fought beside him, are there: Omar, his closest friend, and the rest of the soldiers who survived the war. Iris, too, is there, her presence symbolic of the deep bond between humans and AI that was forged during the war. As a last tribute to the man who gave everything for humanity, the human fleet, led by Iris, forms a formation in space to honor his memory, a beautiful, glowing tribute to the courage of one man who had never given up. Iris, Bonner fought for us all, and his courage will never be forgotten. We are his legacy. It's not just a tribute to Bonner, it's a tribute to the entire human race. The victory, hard-won as it was, has been built on the backs of countless soldiers, scientists, and civilians who never gave up. Humanity, once on the verge of extinction, now stands tall as a galactic power. New era. With the war over, the next chapter for humanity begins. Iris, in her new form, helps guide humanity into this new era. She is no longer just a tool for battle, she is a partner in exploration and a symbol of the potential for cooperation between humanity and other alien species. Iris, now acting as a near-sentient AI, works alongside the surviving Luxian allies to establish new diplomatic ties, opening the door to a galaxy full of possibilities. The humans, once isolated and fighting for survival, are now seen as a powerful and valuable ally in a galactic community. Humanity, united like never before, embarks on a new age of exploration. The technology they once stole from the predators is now used for peaceful purposes, helping to improve life on Earth and beyond. New alliances are forged with alien species who had watched humanity's rise with both fear and admiration. The galaxy that was once dominated by the apex predators is now a place of new beginnings, where old enemies can become allies and the future looks bright. Iris, the war is over, but the future is just beginning. Humanity has earned its place among the stars. Together, we will explore, we will learn, and we will thrive. The camera pans over the Earth, scarred by years of war, but now healing. The once chaotic skies are now calm. The cities are rebuilding, and life is slowly returning to normal. Humanity stands at the dawn of a new era, one that promises peace, growth, and prosperity. But even as they look forward to a better future, the sacrifices of the past are not forgotten. Bonner, Omar, and all the others who gave their lives are etched into the hearts of every human who survived the war. Their names are spoken with reverence and pride, as reminders of what humanity can achieve when it stands together, united by a common purpose. The legacy. As the years go by, humanity continues to thrive. Iris, with her newfound wisdom, becomes a mentor to humanity's leaders, guiding them through difficult decisions and helping them navigate the complexities of galactic diplomacy. The human race is no longer just fighting for survival, they are now building, creating, and shaping a future that is theirs to command. Humanity has gone from being the underdog, pushed to the edge of extinction, to becoming a respected force in the galaxy. The legacy of Bonner, the soldier who refused to give up, lives on in every human who reaches for the stars, knowing that if they fight with courage, they can overcome any obstacle. The final scene shows a young child standing in a field, looking up at the stars. Iris, now a guiding force for humanity, speaks softly in the background. Iris, look to the stars. The future is bright, and it belongs to those who are willing to fight for it. The camera zooms out, showing a fleet of human ships heading into the unknown reaches of space, ready to explore and expand. The galaxy is vast, but humanity is no longer small and fragile. They are powerful, united, and ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The final message is clear: even the weakest species can rise to become the ultimate force when united by courage, resourcefulness, and the will to survive. Humanity has proven this, and their legacy will echo through the stars for generations to come. The hook. Though the predators are gone, new challenges will inevitably arise in the vast, uncharted galaxy. Humanity's journey is far from over. But now, with their strength, unity, and resilience, they face the future with hope. The story ends with the lingering question: what new challenges await? And how will humanity rise to meet them? Iris, the universe is full of unknowns. But together, we can face anything. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience with a sense of hope, victory, and the promise of a future filled with limitless possibilities.